Welcome to Hunterspeaks workshop series. Today's topic is play activities and ideas. Hi, my name is Jacqueline Canada and I'm a board-certified behavior analyst with Hunterspeaks Autism Organization.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Rios. I'm a registered behavior technician for Hunterspeaks organization here on GUAM.
Our goal for this video presentation today is to talk about engaging with your child and loved one through play. If you watched our previous video, you know we talked about starting a routine and how helpful that can be to give structure to your day. One of the things you want to be sure to have in your routine are fun activities and play. Please take a moment to read the following disclaimer. Let's start with recognizing that play can be tough. Individuals with autism often have limited appropriate play skills. This, however, is something we can work on. The first step is to start with things that your child is already interested in. Sometimes this means starting with behaviors we refer to as self-stimulatory behaviors, or stimming. When starting, it's important that you begin with your child's interests in mind. If you have a child or loved one who loves lining up objects, start there. Engage with your child or loved one as they are lining up objects. You can talk about what they are doing, bring attention to the colors of cars, or count the cars, and more. For example, if they're lining up cars on the side of a table, see if you can line them up on a ramp and push the cars down. What about having the cars do a race? Remember, when trying for the first time, your child or loved one might not show interest, but the more fun we make it and the more we pair it with reinforcement, the more likely it is that they will want to engage with us in the future. When playing with your child or loved one, be sure to look out for signs that they are enjoying it. This could be making eye contact with you, smiling, laughing, or initiating play with that activity or object. Make sure you provide reinforcement through verbal praise, tickles, high fives, or anything that your child or loved one finds reinforcing when playing with them. And remember to always keep it short, sweet, and successful.
The play activities and ideas we're going to be talking about are sensory play, physical play, interactive play, close-ended play, and arts and crafts that you can add in throughout your day.
A good place to start for individuals with autism is what we like to call sensory play. Sensory play is anything that stimulates the child's senses. Sensory activities can encourage children to process, create, investigate, and explore, and it is easy to do with things you already have in your home. One of my personal favorites is using foods such as uncooked rice, beans, or pasta and putting them into containers or bins for children to play with. Your child can move around in the bin and investigate however they would like. You can also use cooked pasta for a more slimy, wet sensory experience. If you have food dye available, you can create colorful experiences and have fun creating different colored rice or pasta. Just make sure that your pasta or rice is dry before allowing individuals to play with it. Another great thing for sensory play is shaving cream. You can put it on a surface or in a bin and let your child or loved one go to town. Water play is another great sensory activity. You can fill a bin or the bath with water and toys. You can add bubbles or ice for a new fun twist. If you're worried about the mess, you can always make a sensory bottle or bag. This is using the same ingredients we've already talked about, but putting them in a sealed Ziploc bag or a water bottle or any clear bottle with a closed lid. Be sure that you secure the bottle or the bag to keep everything inside.
Let's talk about physical play. The CDC recommends that children and adolescents from the ages of 6 through 17 engage in at least 60 minutes a day of anywhere from moderate to vigorous activities. While we might not all be at 60 minutes yet, we can still add in some fun movement. This can be done by adding in gross motor activities and exercises, as well as using everyday items we find throughout your house. Remember to keep it short and successful. Gross motor activities can be bouncing on a ball, trying out wheelbarrow walks, kicking a ball throughout the yard, or creating an obstacle course inside your home. Exercise activities you could try are riding a bike, going for a walk or a run, jumping on a trampoline, flying a kite, carrying heavy items, or looking up YouTube exercises.
This is a great video of two children following along a video to get some fun exercise time in.
Everyday items throughout your house you can use is furniture. You could try a table, chairs, and use them as an obstacle. Painter tape, and chalk works great if you want to create lines on your floor or even have them jump over the lines. Laundry soap you could use as heavy items. And remember to make it fun. Play some music or even turn the activity into a game.
The next type of play we'd like to talk about is interactive play. Interactive play is important because it builds on social relationships. You can work on social concepts like eye contact and joint attention when practicing. Interactive play is great because it focuses on doing things together. These are games that you have to have another person to play with, and it's socially mediated. It teaches and works on a skill that we like to call reciprocal or a back and forth exchange. This is something that often develops prior to language because it teaches the structure of you, then me, then you. Some ideas to practice this are things like tag or chase. You can do blanket rides, passing a ball back and forth, pretend playing, or doing tickles. Anything that requires another person to add to the fun or make the game enjoyable is an interactive idea. A good way to practice that back and forth exchange is to be engaging in play and then immediately stop. Wait for your child or loved one to look towards you or initiate or vocalize that they want you to continue that play and then immediately continue. You can continue this as long as the learner or loved one is interested. Another great idea for interactive play is reading books. Looking at books with your child or loved one can stimulate imagination and curiosity. Follow your child's lead and remember to be as animated as possible. You can create the idea and suspense by just reading and using facial expressions. For example, before you turn a page, you can gasp and say, "I wonder what happens next." If you can engage your child or loved one and make them interested, you are having an interactive experience. The next type of play we'd like to talk about is close-ended play. Close-ended play can be a great place to start for individuals who do not have a lot of appropriate play skills. These are activities that have a clear start and end, and often people find these inherently reinforcing. Some young children activities that have a clear start and end would be things like a shape sorter, a ring stacker, lacing or stringing beads or any item you have available, potato heads, and inset puzzles. Chores are also an example of a close-ended activity. You can work on things like sorting silverware or laundry, wiping tables down, watering plants. A chore is a great way to start working on household responsibilities with your child while having clear expectations of what needs to be done. When you're sorting dishes or silverware or laundry, it is easy to see when you are completed because the basket is empty or there are no more dishes to be put away. Remember to start small and easy. Think of things that your child might enjoy doing or already has the skills to do. If your child is good at matching, sorting silverware, or matching socks might be a great place to start.
Last up is arts and crafts. The fun thing about this is you can add in any of the sensory pieces and turn it into an art project. It also gives you a great opportunity to work on communication, and what better way to learn than through having fun and playing. Here's some ideas. There's drawing, coloring, painting, Play-Doh, cutting, and gluing. Remember, messy is fun. This is a great time to also add in any of the sensory play activities that they enjoyed. Did they really enjoy the ice bin? Why not use paint and paint the ice? Do they like shaving cream? You can paint using the shaving cream. This also gives you a great chance to work on communication. Did they want the blue paint? Do they want you to open it? Do they want the scissors? You can also narrate everything you're doing. Here, let me give you the blue paint. I'll open the blue paint. What if your loved one seems to not be interested in art? Well, we can bring the art activity to where they are. Do they like jumping on the trampoline? Why not paint on the trampoline using chalk or even washable paint? This way we're exposing them to new, fun activities. Remember, we want to keep whatever activity we do fun and positive and to really try to end on a positive note.
And it's time for some takeaway key points. Remember that play is fun. Be your most animated self when playing with your child or loved one, as it is likely to keep them more engaged and create a positive experience. Keep activities short and successful, and remember to try them more than once. When thinking of activities, consider sensory, physical, interactive, closed-ended, and arts and crafts play. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you have any questions or suggestions for what we should talk about next, visit our website www.hunterspeaksguam.org where you can reach us directly. Thank you.